That is the most simplest way that we can express that to you. Even Jesus knew this, guys. It is okay to set boundaries where you need to protect yourself, like to attach themselves to. Very hard to let go, and you are being called to let go. The message that I was getting, the karmic cycles around relationships and specific, this is going to be a bittersweet time for a lot of you souls out there. Focus on the being, and the vision will come to you. Hello, my dears, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Andrea Johnson, and I'm your spiritual inspiration, here to inspire, empower, and teach you how to master your energy. Welcome to a September energy update. This incense is going crazy right now. Hold up. So guys, if you're familiar with these videos, you know that I love to do monthly channelings and check in with my Akashic Records keepers and do a little energy card pull to show us what is approaching within the next month. So with that being said, let's dive into some September energy. Hello, my loves, and welcome to your September energy update. As we are welcoming you, we are still in the month of August, but we want to congratulate you on passing through the Lionsgate portal, and we say surviving, as we know you humans like to use extreme terminology, surviving the energies of the beginning of and middle of August. Now, as we are approaching the end of August, you will see the energies lightening up. It very much was necessary to increase the energies to allow you to shed what no longer serves you. Many of you experienced in the month of August a great sense of clarity because of your lack of clarity, as you felt, how do we want to say, a change in vision, second guessing, wondering if things are meant for you. There was an increase in energy to shine light on the fear that existed deep within your subconscious. So bringing to the surface what needed to be processed, so then you could see what truly was and is your vision and soul's purpose, what felt out of alignment for you. Yes. So as we venture towards September, new energies are emerging, and with this new clarity that you are either building or getting closer towards, or you might already have it. Just depends on the amount of work that you're willing to do on yourself. So September is going to be a month of, how do we say, taking action, taking divine action. It felt for a while that you felt complacent in your endeavors. It might have felt like things were slowing down, yet fast at the same time, doing all the things but not making any sort of traction. No, we are happy to tell you that you are going to be taking divine action in the month of September, and this is because of the complacency that you felt, the discomfort that you were feeling from the lack of action on your soul's purpose. Yes, September is going to be filled with a new beginning, almost a death and a rebirth. This becoming of new idea that you have, the clarity you have about yourself. You're going to be shedding the old. And this could be ideas that you hold about yourself, beliefs, you call them, thought forms that you hang on to, that you outgrow over time if you allow yourself to outgrow them. Yes, as this is just the natural way of your evolution, to shed beliefs that no longer serve you, and that means things that were tied to those beliefs in your external world. Many of you are going to start finding that your purpose does not align with big things in your life, and this is relationships, this is jobs, this is towns. These are huge things that humans like to tie their identity to, like to attach themselves to. Very hard to let go, and you are being called to let go. This is a difficult time, yet a beautiful time that is approaching in September, as many of you will be taking baby steps on the divine action, the images that Spirit is placing upon your heart and in your mind. You will be embodying the frequency of your soul. This will be a self-discovery phase. Many of you will be doing things that will gain you traction. It might not bring the full vision into effect of what you hold into your mind, but these actions will be building the confidence within yourself, the belief within yourself. Yes. So many of you will be creating new relationships. Yes. This will be heart-aligned action. So with this new action is going to create new realities and timelines and manifest new beginnings. This is going to be a bittersweet time for a lot of you souls out there, as you're going to be going through this death and rebirth cycle. You're going to be living more in alignment with yourself, shedding old relationships, karmic relationships, karma that no longer serves you, or cycles that you are completing. And we don't mean to scare you with the word of karma, but it is the best way in which we know how you souls like to view energy that doesn't serve you, as you identify it as a karmic cycle. And these are just patterns of energy. Everything essentially in your field is energy and a pattern. So you can consider it good or bad, dependent upon how it feels for you and who is involved. It neither is just what you determine it to be. We just want to clarify that to eradicate any fear around that word. However, many of you will be ending karmic cycles and the relationships with whatever was attached to it. Doesn't necessarily mean physical things have to fall out of your world, but it's more of your beliefs that are fading away, and anything associated with that physically will change. It is only you, my loves, that changes in the way that you see the world, shaped by your beliefs, yes? So September is gifting you the opportunity to complete cycles, take steps forward on things that held you back towards your soul's purpose, that complacency that you felt, the lack of clarity, the uncomfortableness that made you move. Yes. This is going to be a bittersweet time, as this means some of you will have to get rid of attachments. This is where the human likes to identify with external worldly things. And this is part of being in the physical world, yes? You get to do this. But during this time, we want you to trust the process. And when you feel your external world shifting and fear around change, as it is a natural part and the only guarantee in your existence on earth is things will change, we ask of you to go to the one place that will not change, and that is within. When you feel the uncomfortableness, that bitter sweetness, there is one sweetness that still exists, and that is in your heart space. That is the true constant in you, guiding you. Yes? So, even though everything is happening for you, especially in the month of September, blessings are coming. And these are setting you up for the rest of the year, my loves. An eclipse season. We need you to go within to remember your truth, your essence, your vibration, your mission. How everything on the external world is just an illusion, my loves. Energy vibrating. And what you like to call matter. You are attached to just particles. That is it. So go within the one thing that is constant and always with you in your life, which is you and your heart center. The heart center is the portal to a higher aspect of you driving this change, as it knows what you need and what you do not need. And we ask of you to trust this guidance and ask of you to trust what it is designing in your external world as we'll call it the higher self, the universe, whatever you would like to identify with it. Just different levels of conscious expansion of the same thing that we are talking about. God, maybe as the highest that we want to call it, level, is guiding you and knows what you need and what your soul came here to do. But you do have free will, and you do have the choice to stay in fear and in darkness or embrace your light. And we don't want to say the words warn, but we want to be truthful in the aspect that when you shine light on darkness, although it may be uncomfortable at first, and it may feel even darker, there is always something more beautiful on the other side if you walk forward in faith and trust and let go, let flow, and allow the universe, God, your higher self, a higher aspect of you, bring forth what you need in your life, what is truly meant for you. The relationships, the jobs, the creative endeavors and ideas that will be coming forth into your reality, opportunities, yes? So many of you are going to be given creative ideas, endeavors to take, yes? We ask you to place your attention there on what it is that you want to create and not necessarily stay stuck in the shadows, as it is necessary to shine light in darkness to see the path forward. But you actually have to walk the path forward. Don't stay in the dark. These creative ideas are going to be abundant for the rest of the year and set the stage for the following year of 2025, my loves. 2025 is going to be abundant, blossoming, fruitful year for a lot of you on this timeline. However, many of you are going to be so engulfed in your soul's purpose that we do not want you to forget the true meaning of life and why you came here, not just to experience the journey and the separation and the expansionness of your greatness and being, and the remembering and returning back to yourself. It is the experience of the journey and the relationships and the lives that you improve along the way. Yes? There is a sweet aspect of life that is just not all about soul purpose, as we feel that many of you identify a soul purpose with a occupation, a job, something that you just do constantly. And that is not your soul's purpose. Your soul's purpose is just to express love and abundance and help other people in their lives. That is the most simplest way that we can express that to you. Is don't focus so hard on doing your soul's purpose. Focus more on being your soul's purpose and showing up as it every day in your life, no matter what that looks like. And what we mean by this is many of you identify, like we said, your soul's purpose with an action. And we're here to tell you that you show up as your soul's purpose every day. This can be as a friend. This can be as a mentor. This can be as a work colleague. This could be as giving somebody a hug. This could be as a mother, a daughter. Your soul already knows what it's doing and what it needs to show up as to embody the vibration that it is, true essence that you are. Yes. Don't get too attached to the vision. Focus on the being, and the vision will come to you. We thank you, and many blessings for the month to come, my loves. All right, guys, let's do a little card pull to maybe see what some energies we need to let go of. I always love using my Chakra Insight Oracle deck. These cards are so pretty, guys, and they feel good. Oh man, my ears are ringing right now. Woo! Energy's hot right now. So let's do a little 3-card pull on some additional messages for energies to come in September. Ooh. All right, my loves. So this spread that I did here was a removing block spread, and it's giving insight on things that we need to be removing blocks from in the month of September. Many of us are being blocked right now with our sacral chakra. Now, if you're not familiar with the sacral chakra, this is getting blocked in relationships, and this is also known as the power chakra or the pleasure chakra. So many of us feel blocked by people holding us back, by creative endeavors that we're not getting clarity on, maybe with fear around those endeavors. And the power chakra being that it's tied to money, sex, drugs, basically anything addiction. So bad habits holding you back from your soul's purpose. So September is going to be calling you forward to remove those things, to really shine light in those areas of your life. What relationships are not serving you? Who is not supporting your highest soul purpose, right? Who is taking your energy from you, right? It's not necessarily good or bad or labeling people as good or bad. It's just who is draining to you. And it is okay to set boundaries where you need to protect yourself. Where we have toxic relationships in our life, our attention goes towards that, right? It's taking our energy away from what we actually want to focus on and what our soul wants to create, right? And just the same thing goes with bad habits. We are, these are habits like smoking, drinking, maybe going out and party, any kind of addictions that are low frequency. Now, it's not to say that the human experience doesn't have these things in front of us for our pleasure, but it's finding balance within that. Now, that is up to the individual, and you know what you make your God. This is what I tell my clients is, what you make your God in life, and that is what takes over your life. If you are making alcohol your God, then that is taking life from you. It becomes draining at that point. Where are you placing your attention, and why are you doing the things that you are doing? Your soul does not naturally want to do these things. Your soul does not naturally want to engage in addictions, even though it is part of the human experience, because that is how the body and the mind are wired. It is very, how we say, habitual habits. And this is why it is placed in the sacral chakra, because it is a human chakra. These are human things. So you're going to be called to really analyze your habits in this month. And a lot of you, and I got this message before in the becoming of the new and the death and the rebirth, that includes your habits and the actions that you take around your beliefs, okay? What would create the breakthrough? And this card is gut instincts. Thank you, solar plexus chakra. Intuition, knowing, sensing, and trust. Many of you already know what to do and what needs to be done, and it's just trusting your gut. It's taking action, just like the Akashic Records keepers said, taking action in alignment with your soul. You're going to have to trust yourself. You're going to have to trust who is for you and who isn't for you, and take the action to improve the sacral chakra. Take the action towards what is meant for you and your soul's purpose, because we actually need divine action to move energy in the physical world, right? We can have great ideas in our mind, but to actually create in physical reality, we have to move physical energy. And the only way we can do that is with action paired with divine intention. The solar plexus is energy. It takes energy to literally move this body. It takes energy to create in the physical, right? So it's going to be asking you to really trust your gut feeling, tap into your gut, do exercises to move and power up energy here. You can actually do this physically by working your core, doing strength training, things of that nature can really power up this confidence muscle here to help you trust in you more and build up that confidence energy. Confidence is a energy that is, we want to say it is built, but it is up to you to do it. It's internal, meaning things that give you confidence in your external world are fleeting. So you have to build it from the inside out, okay? And the only way to do that is to actually take action aligned with intuition and then getting results from it. And this goes perfectly in alignment with the message for September on taking action. I love how channeling aligns up with the messages. So the next card that came up was, what is blocking you? This is the thing that is truly blocking you. Now, the first card was what you are perceiving that is blocking you. This one is part of it, but it is the real thing that is holding you back. Ironically enough, it has to do with the sacral chakra, what we just covered. It's your relationships. A lot of you are going to be called to examine your relationships. A lot of you are going to be called to remove relationships, to see how you view relationships, breaking those karmic cycles, like the message that I was getting, the karmic cycles around relationships and specific relationships. These are people that greatly impact your life. You can think of boyfriends, significant others, marriages, your family, co-workers and jobs. These types of relationships greatly impact your life because these are the people that most of us spend our time around, and we know that who we surround ourselves with, the energy impacts us and who we are. So either we have to change the way we see relationships, right? We have to change our beliefs. We have to have a higher framework of thinking, or we have to physically allow them to fall away or establish new relationships. Many of us could be establishing good relationships more in alignment with our soul's purpose, right? So we can only accept in new energy though, however, until we shed the old, which is what we will be doing in the month of September and this new becoming. And then we will become more of a vibrational match with relationships with who we want to create with people more in alignment with us on the same soul frequency. And the last card that popped up was throat chakra. This one popped up for what you must do to create what you desire. And as we know, guys, if you're familiar with the throat chakra, that is all about self-expression. That's communication. This card is encouraging you to share your voice, to speak your message, to embody your authentic self and express it. Have creative expression aligned with divine action. You're going to be making new positive relationships whenever you shed karmic ones, and these are going to be more in alignment with the true expression that is you, because you're going to be embodying this frequency more. Allowing more of your soul into this body is the only way that it can be expressed here in the physical. The body is the gateway to the physical world, right? So you're going to be called to allow yourself to freely express your highest self here, right? And you're going to be creating from that point of being. This is very exciting. The voice, charisma is a skill, right? So it's calling you to work on your communication, to speak freely, right? Even Jesus knew this, guys. I always compare Jesus, because if you're a teacher, or if you have an important message to share with the world and uplift and reframe humanity, essentially, your throat chakra has to be open. And there has to be fear released around it. So then you can speak your truth. So then you can bring your message to the world. So your soul can speak freely, right? This is going to be great, guys. This was a very good message. Very much in alignment. But I have to bring out the heavy duty one, guys. Let's just pull a card. I don't bring this one out very much because it is a little heavier of a deck. Meaning heavy in energy, because these cards don't always feel like light and love, but ultimately we do know that the message is light and love. Oh, okay. The Justice and the Ace of Swords. Wrapping up of karmic cycles with justice. Okay. Still the theme of karmic cycles ending, justice being served, karma being served. We want to call it karma. Endings, new beginnings, balancing of energy right there. So Ace of Swords. With this fairness now, energy's balanced, karma complete. You now have the Ace of Swords, which means new beginnings, new clarity coming through, right? Creative endeavors, new energy coming in. So this is a very good sign of new creative ideas bursting through. Breakthroughs essentially is what the Ace of Swords is bringing forth to you this month. Mental clarity, new ideas, right? Releasing of those old karmic patterns, bringing in new things for you, right? More in alignment. So beautiful message for September. So with that being said, guys, I'm sending you all my light and all my love. Sat Nam.